Let's talk about petitions that people sign online. I think that most of the time they're useless and even hypocritical. Let me explain with some examples first. You know the festival of Yulin with dog meat in China? Well, a lot of people in Europe or in USA signed that petition, asking people in another country to do this and that, to stop eating some kind of animals. But themselves, they keep eating other animals. So why don't you clean what's in front of your door before asking neighbors to do the same? And another example, petitions that are against crushing the male chicks at birth. Well, even if this petition works and is accepted by authorities, then the male chicks are still going to be killed in another way by the egg industry. They will be gassed or asphyxiated. They will still die at birth. And why is that? Can't be the consumer's fault? No, never. And then another kind of petition, for example, a petition against having captive living dolphins or the kind of sea animals in parks, in land, these small kind of swimming pools for dolphins and other kind of swimming animals. Yeah, people, they can relate a little, say, oh no, it's too small, they deserve better, etc. Okay, but why don't you just stop going to any kind of zoo, and why don't you stop eating any marine animals, just to be logical? And another example, here in France, there was a project of a farm with 1,000 cows. And people say, oh no, it's too big, it's not good. They sign a petition, but then they still pay for cows to be impregnated every year and to be killed as soon as they're not profitable anymore. So you see these mixed signals, these hypocritical signals. And one last example, a petition against hunting of whales or dolphins. Whether it is in Japan or in the northern sea of Europe, people like to sign against this because when they see the pictures, there's lots of blood everywhere, it looks really sad, and people, of course, they wouldn't want to cause that, but if they don't see it, then it's okay, they don't see it, it doesn't happen, la 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 la. You see? So what I'm saying about these petitions is that it's complacency. It's easy to sign, to say, yeah, I'm for this, I'm for that, I'm against this, I'm against that. It's easy to speak. It's easy to write your little name and say, okay, I've done my part, I'm a good citizen. La, la, la. But if you really want to make an impact, stop paying for these industries in the first place. We don't have to exploit animals in any way, but a lot of people still do it because of habits, because of addiction to the taste of these products of the exploitation of animals. So the only way to make this biggest injustice end is to stop participating in the exploitation of animals. I don't sign these petitions anymore. I'm not responsible for it. I don't participate in it in any way. It's not my fault if the animals are treated like that. I don't consume any of this. I'm against this kind of industry at all. Whether it's a small farm or a big farm, I'm against all animal exploitation. If the animals could choose, they would want to be free, they would want to be not exploited, and they would like to die from old age, like all of us. They wouldn't want to be exploited just for our selfish whims. So if you want to stop the hypocrisy, just go vegan, and then you stop being guilty.